When you're trying to climb a mountain, trying to be Bob the Builder, Bob the Restorer, trying to fix everyone, trying to convince someone, Googling how to convince someone to like you and trying it, you can only do so much, man. To the point where you end up being bitter and hurt and resentful towards the opposite sex. You can only do too much. If the person is not making it obvious, like for example, like people who want a relationship with someone and it's been months, 5 months, 6 months. And it's like, look, man, I get they like you and I get they give you signs they like you, but you're not following the rule. Only pursue those who are making it obvious they like you. If there's any doubt, any sense of like hesitation, any like ambiguous signal, you don't go after them. You know why? Because when somebody likes you, it's like I say, it's crack, motherfucker. It's crack. A crackhead is predictable. You know a crackhead's value. You know what they're gonna do. You know who they're gonna respond to and who they're not gonna respond to. You know what they're gonna be doing tomorrow. You know what they're gonna be doing this morning. They are predictable because they are addicted. It's the same thing with you. When somebody wants you and is addicted to you, they have a set pattern of behavior that doesn't deviate because the emotions are so strong, the compulsions are so strong to get closer to you that there's no space for them to apply any of these strategies because the compulsion is too strong to facilitate any sense of self-control. This has made my life easier, to be honest with you. I don't follow it 100%. I'm being honest. I don't follow it 100%. I follow it like 85% of the time, 90% of the time. By the way, check out my new channel, Professor Alex. It's a channel that I created where I talk about spirituality, self-help, and topics like the ones you see here. It's completely different from the men's channel. So click on that right now, and there you'll be able to get 3 or 4 videos per week that you will never find on this channel. Okay, subscribe right now or else I'm closing it. You know, I may get played 10% of the time, and that's fine. I have meditation. I meditate. Whenever I get hurt, whenever I feel down, whenever I feel like somebody hurt my ego or I see something and I feel jealous, now I just gravitate towards meditation. I just sit down, do the meditations that I talk about in my course, Emotional Mastery. And through the process that I teach in that course, which I do teach you guys here too, through that process, every time I feel down, I gravitate towards meditation. I'm telling you, the pain that I feel, it's almost like, it doesn't go away, but it's almost like you're giving it a relaxing massage. And the pain just feels light. The pain doesn't have any bitterness. There is pain, there is rejection, but there is no fuck that bitch, that stupid bitch. She tried to betray me, she tried to play me. I'm massaging it and I'm relaxing that pain so that it's there without a narrative. It's there without making somebody look like the evil person. It's there without making me feel like the victim. It's only there like seeing clouds in the sky. It's just there. You don't react to it. If you guys do this, this is an indication of high self-esteem because you'll notice if your self-esteem is low, if your self-opinion is low, anytime somebody triggers this feeling of low self-worth by making you chase and over pursue, because again, you'll notice when you chase, you feel down. Like you're chasing because you feel insecure. So for me, only go for those people who don't make you feel insecure. So that means you got to learn how to stop that compulsive habit of feeling insecure and chasing. You got to break that pattern. And that's why when you feel that, practice meditation. Give yourself at least 10 minutes of meditation. Even if you do start acting creepy and needy, give yourself at least 10 minutes of meditation so that you could start breaking the pattern. Rather than acting and rather than feeling the emotion of neediness and desperateness and then acting on it, now you're feeling the emotion, meditating for 5 or 10 minutes, and then acting on it. When you act on it, you don't act in full throttle like before. There's actually, you slow down that momentum. And the more you interrupt this pattern by feeling, meditating, and then acting in your creepy way, over time, the compulsion to act goes away. And all you're left with is a sense of peace, which is your true self-esteem. So for me, if I don't sense any enthusiasm in how you're texting me, if you're not following through on meeting up with me, if you're not initiating contact from time to time, if when you're with me, there's no sense of excitement, even if you're shy, you can sense that they're excited. You know what I'm saying? If they're not receptive to being in a relationship, is if over the weeks you don't sense that there's an increased enthusiasm to see you, or rather there's a decreased enthusiasm to see you. If But the most important thing is the feeling they give you. If you feel confused, insecure, if you sense that you cannot really predict them, that's not a good sign. Now, if you're highly insecure, then this might be, you don't know what's what, right? It could be your mind or it could be the reality. But consistently, any feeling of confusion or like what's going on or like this makes no sense, don't try to be a fucking mathematician. Don't try to make sense out of it. Don't try to make sense out of people who are being passive aggressive, who are hot and cold. Don't try to make sense out of those people. Trying to make sense out of them is how you end up falling, how you end up chasing people who don't want you back. Fuck that. Don't try to make sense. This is not a puzzle, okay? Only go for those who, when you think about, you know they like you. When you know what they're gonna do tomorrow. You know how they're gonna react to you. You know that if you text them multiple times, it's not a problem. You're not walking on eggshells. You're not afraid you're not interpreting every little thing that they say to you. You're not focusing on little details. Hey, they looked at me and winked weird. What does that mean? I'm like, bitch, he just winked, okay? Like, he needed lubricant in his eye, motherfucker. Like, all of that type of stuff. Hyperfixation on the little things. He looked at me, she looked at me weird and she smiled, but then she pulled away. What does that mean? If you're asking questions about the simplest thing, if you're hesitating about which text to send, you're noticing something unconsciously that is making you be extra careful. Fuck being extra careful. If you feel like you have to be extra careful, watch your word, send the right text. Oh my God, I said hi, not hola. Are they losing interest, motherfucker? Who gives a fuck? All right, we don't make it complicated. Just go for those who make you feel secure, who remove any doubt in your mind. And over time, your self-esteem will go up because you're not dealing with half-hearted lovers. All right? Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Just don't chase people who don't chase you back. All right? And if you do that, don't tell people you watch my channel. All right?